Welcome to the Feral Queen podcast.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. This is where we teach you how to have more fun and make more money. That's what we do here, by the way.
Yes. Everything we do, we insert fun into.
Yes.
Fun and sparkle and outrageousness and all the things. All right. Well, today we're going to be talking about becoming unstoppable in the face of criticism because Alora's been going through a very interesting experience. You want to tell us what's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's poppin' is that I spent literally 7 years wishing and hoping and wanting to go viral. And then my first taste of it was like, so not what I expected. This whole time I literally thought, the day I go viral, I'm gonna be so set up to convert it all into cash. And I literally got like no cash, no followers, just all criticism from going viral. So a lot of really big, important things came from that though.
Okay.
Yeah, really, truly. I mean, I didn't realize how, like, this is my normal for me to have worked with the trolls in the way that I worked with them, but hearing your story at Sparkle Party on Thursday night and hearing that trolls took you out for 4 fucking years kind of blows my mind, Queen.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like a unique form of trauma. So what happened in 2021, probably 2021, something like that. I was in Mexico and I started kind of vlogging in a way about my experiences, and I was sharing a lot about how I had started this like freelance digital marketing business, and now I was like enjoying life on the beach during the pandemic. And I did this, and being there, one, it was a pandemic, so there wasn't any networking or any events, and 2, being in a little small fishing village, like there's not a lot of clients to work with. Right. So I was like, I gotta get visible. Yeah. And I did this like 30-day TikTok challenge, and it was basically like post a video every day for 30 days, and nothing happened for like 3 weeks. But on day 21, I wake up in the morning, and the video I had posted the night before had 500,000 views. And when one video gets seen, people come to your profile and they see all the others. Right. So it's just like madness, like going from being invisible to like spotlight flood, you know, like of light. It was just insane. And at first it was like nice because people were like, oh, that's beautiful, that's cool. And then all of a sudden the trolls came. And it was like, people were messaging and commenting, and they were saying things like, oh, I hope the cartel like kidnaps you and cuts your head off and sends it back to your family. And they'd be like, I hope you die there. And, you know, it was just like, I was like, what? Like, all my videos are so positive and I'm so happy. And at the time I had like a Skrillex haircut where like this was all shaved, and I had purple or blue hair or something. And so I thought people would bully me about that. No, they were bullying me because I was so happy. And I think the video went viral was like 5 reasons why I moved to Mexico, and number 5 will surprise you. And it was literally like, oh my gosh, people are amazing. Oh my gosh, like the weather's fantastic. Oh my gosh, the food. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what they all were, but they were all just like basic things. But looking back, like I understand the structure of the video and why because of the hook and all the things, why it went viral. But it was just like, I learned 2 things. I learned how to go viral and create viral videos, because after that I had like a series of like 40 or 50 videos that all hit like at least 100,000 really fast. And I did make $10,000, which was cool. But the trauma of, you know, like again and again, people wishing me dead and threatening with the cartel. And I like asked some of my Mexican friends, I was like, is this legit? Like, will the cartel see my videos that are obviously cute, not hateful? And like, will they come after me? And they all said no. They're like, the cartel doesn't care about you making videos. But people started recognizing me in the street. So it was like, I was in the market, the Mercado, and Mercado is like a bunch of little tiendas, like little stores and fruit stands and stuff. And this lady like grabs my arm and she's like, oh my God, I follow you on TikTok. And was like so excited she wanted to have dinner with me and all this. And I was like, Like, people recognize me and, like, see me like I'm a celebrity here now. It's crazy. And then I had this guy who was from LA, and he was vacationing, and he saw me sitting in a cafe working, and I have a photo with him, and he's like, oh my God, I, like, watch all your videos. And it just freaked me out. Like, that amount of visibility and people wishing me dead was just like, this is too much. And so I quit publishing. I slowly quit. Like, I went from posting 3 times a day to posting, like, one or once every other day. And then I just quit altogether. And then it took me about a year before I was like, okay, I'm going to start, like, publishing again. But every time I went to publish, I felt ill. Like, it was just like, okay, I'm going to do it. Ugh, just kidding. No. And even now, I think some of that trauma still follows me, because I'll be like, oh my God, I want to share all these things. And then I'll, like, go to do it, and then I'll scroll, and I'll get distracted, and 20 minutes go by, and I'll be like, oh, now I got to do this other thing, so I didn't even post. But yeah, the criticism and the hate is really hard, especially when you're, like, really empathetic and you're trying to do good. Like, I don't post things to be like, look how pretty I am, or look at my Louis Vuitton bag, or look at me at this place. Like, I post because it's like, I want to share this thing that I really love, and I hope it inspires someone to know that they can do it too, or they can have this, or, like, just whatever message I have in that moment. So I know it's meaningful, but I'm so, like, my body's just like, remember what happened 4 years ago?
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. And I feel like everything you said right now is just taking me back to what we were just sharing in the last episode about the coin. Yeah. And it's like, no matter what, there's always going to be 2 sides of a coin. And although you were, getting very, very visible, like, on the other side of the coin, you were also, like, your body was receiving this excess as a threat. There was a cost to that visibility. And unfortunately, like, that cost was perceived as, something that was dangerous, and your body, like, had to lead you out of that situation, which I think so many women can resonate with, that even if they haven't gone viral, of just, like, being judged, and then shrinking,
Yeah, I feel like my situation was maybe a little bit more extreme, because I was only a year or so into being in Mexico, and I didn't know if the threat was real. Right. But I know I was at Funnel Hacking Live a couple years later, and a girl was talking about how she went viral, and she, like, posted all like, on the slide, it was, like, all the hate, like, oh, your teeth, oh, your hair, oh, you're stupid, like, all this stuff. And she's like, what happens is that the way you go viral is by creating polarity. That's it. And so in polarity, you're gonna have haters and you're gonna have fans, and because they're arguing, that's why it's getting so much attention. Absolutely. And that was the case, with my situation and going viral, was the polarity is the reason. And I didn't realize that I had created that polarity. The video that I had posted, that, and when I say viral, I mean, like, 200,000 views. We're not a million, but, like, still, it's enough eyes. Enough eyes. That's like an entire city.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, a lot of times when we think about going viral, it's like, the video that I had eventually hit, like, 2.3 million or something. I don't know where it's at now. I think I might have taken it down. But, like, 200,000 is like an entire city.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of eyes, for sure.
And 2 million is like a small state.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a small country.
It's a lot of eyes. It's a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's so many things I want to say on that. But, like, what I was doing in the video was shining a lot of light, just very similar to your video. Like, you were in this very bright space in your life, and you were sharing the love and the light that comes from that. And just like a motherfucking coin, okay? It's like, if we're gonna shine a lot of light, then we're gonna receive a lot of shade. Like, there just will not be one without the other. And so, knowing that and having that, like, in my body, I've actually been preparing for the equal amounts of hate that I'm gonna receive, for the equal amounts of love that I'm gonna receive. And so, for the last several years, I've, like, spoken out loud, like, oh, I'm gonna handle these haters so well. Like, I'm gonna have so many haters, babe. Like, for every woman who thinks I'm a queen, there's gonna be a woman who thinks I'm a monster. Like, and lo and behold, of course, like, here goes this video, and it's gone viral. I'm talking about how the world perceives me, how little kids perceive me, and the polarity just, people called me the worst thing that they literally could have ever called me, you know, criticizing my character and saying that I had nasty, awful intentions with children. Attacking like so much personal wounds, and just like also being a mother and like hearing that, like it was definitely not what I expected from my first viral moment.
Yeah.
However, what I did expect from myself was that I was going to handle it like a motherfucking boss, and that's what I did.
Yeah, you didn't take the video down.
I didn't take the video down. I actually, I looked at it as an opportunity, because this is a thing with hate comments. Like, they're all just a really big cry for help, you know, a really big cry for love. And when you know love, because, you know, all I do is like cultivate that feeling inside of myself every single day, is like my North Star every single day is just be love, shine love. Like everything that's not love is just a cry for love, a cry for help. Like, so I took every single one of those comments and every single one of those haters, and I brought them into my safe space. Like, I visually closed my eyes. You know, I imagined this beautiful scenic waterfall and all the beautiful moss, and like I took them into my little forest, and I
ate them like a
I
monster.
I did not. I called forward my highest, like most grounded self, and like I brought each troll forward, each avatar, and I was just like, I know you didn't get love, and that's why you tried to hurt me. Like, I know that something happened to you and you don't know what love feels like, so let me show you. Let me show you what love feels like. And in that process, all of my other little parts got to witness me being the safe adult, the safe leader for the emotions that were like, oh, how dare you say that about us? And oh my God, that hurts so bad. And oh my God, that's not true. Like, you little bitch. Like, you know, they all got to witness me lead with love, and really like that is how you be unstoppable in visibility. Like,
I love that. I would have been like, no, instead I'm going to be like, I'm eating you.
And you could have, like, if that's what you needed in that moment.
But yeah, it took me a little while, but then I began to realize that if you go to the profile of most of the haters, they have a photo of like a cat meme or like something, like they don't even show up because they know they're hiding themselves. And also it's just like, I was like, oh, all these comments are from men that are depressed in their basement at their mom's house.
I mean, a lot of comments were from women like attacking me and like having full profiles, and like even some mutual friends. I was like, oh my God, this is so real. Okay. They walk amongst us.
But it's just like, it's one thing, and I always I have to like stop and be like, okay, I have never once seen a video where I felt the need to take my energy and comment some long drawn out like whatever. There's times where I've seen things and I've been like, do you really mean to say it that way, right? Out of curiosity, or do you realize this might come across like whatever way? And most of them will like private DM them.
So out of respect and love.
It's just like, I can't fathom these keyboard warriors and how miserable they must be, and I feel like sad for them.
I mean, really, like, and when you can take that perspective and like see that they're really not a threat, like they're really not a threat, they're actually so desperate for love, and that's the only reason why they're doing that and acting out in that way. Like, their little wounded part is just like throwing a fit, like, somebody come and love me, and because nobody has, I'm gonna be mean to you. Like,
well, I think, but it gets even scarier. So it's one thing for social media, right? Because we're all like hiding behind the screen and there's distance. But then when it comes time to like show up on a stage, on a stage or in a room and get up in front of people, that's where you're like, okay, half the room are gonna love me and the other half are gonna be like, who is this bitch? Like, and that's even more scary.
I mean, I will say that when I take the micro stage, I don't give a flying fuck who doesn't like me. Like, it doesn't even, I'm not even like at all thinking about that. Like, I'm just so all in on, I am that bitch. Like, I am her. Like, I am her. I am her. I am her. That like, there's no room for what other people are going to think of me in that moment. But I completely hear and validate that it was not always like that for me. And like, it makes so much sense. like, I'm sure most women, you know, who do choose to be seen, they probably go to bed that evening like, oh my God, did I say the right thing? Like, do they like, what's my hair? Like, running a mile a minute with their thoughts, you know, wondering how people perceive them. And
I definitely used to do that.
yeah.
I used to be the girl that was like, okay, I did the presentation, now I'm going to replay it in my brain and beat myself up for all the ways I didn't say it right. And this last like year or so, when I get up there, I'm just like, okay, I'm streaming, whatever. I think I heard, it was at one of our parties, who was it that said that? She's like, it was at our first party. And she was like, I'm channeling. She came to your disco hike. What's her name? Remember?
Debbie?
Debbie. I haven't seen her again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, Debbie was like, yeah, I just stream. And when I saw her streaming, like whatever she needed to say, like it was super powerful. So now I get up there, I have an outline, I'm like, this is where I'm going. And then you just like have confidence in your ability to like stream. And say what you need to say.
That's it.
And now I don't replay. Like after each Sparkle party, I'm just like, I did the best I could. I put a lot of effort and love into what we did. And, you know, I'm not going to replay it in my brain.
I've seen that transformation in you. Like I've witnessed that in real time from Sparkle Party number 1, you know, like the next day you were like, did I, you know, there was a lot of like, I wonder, you know, like I feel like I did good, but like I wonder and I wonder and I wonder. And then Sparkle Party number 2 came and you're like, we fucking crushed that shit. We did that. Like, I'm like, yeah, we did.
Well, Sparkle Party 2 was like, there's a big jump between number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, true.
And like the way we served and what we talked about and all that.
Huge
and it was
jump.
just cool to see like in each time. But it's interesting again, like there's women that come who are, we know are experts, but they sit on their hand. They don't raise their hand to like come up and like share. And I'm like, but I want to hear what you have to say. Like I do. And it's interesting that they choose to be like, I often want to like ask and be like, why didn't you go up there? Is it like, oh, I didn't think I had anything, I didn't know how to answer that question. Or I didn't, sometimes I think some of them, because they are such an expert, they don't want to get up there and seem like too much of an expert.
Right.
Because have you noticed that?
silly?
Like, it's like the
Isn't that
biggest
so
experts
silly?
in there won't raise their hand.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I should just sit back. Like, maybe I'll be too
Yeah.
much. Like, we want you to be too much. Like,
Yeah, you're like the expert in the room. You say you want to be the expert in the
Yeah.
room. Like, why aren't you showing up like the expert?
Yeah. We didn't see that in Vegas, though.
No, Vegas
Holy
was...
cow, that was the opposite experience.
Yeah, those women knew how to shine.
Oh, yes, they did. Vegas does not shy away from shining. They go big or they go home.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Okay, so last recommendation. What would be your recommendation for any woman that wants to go... Maybe, you know, like you a couple years ago was like, I want to go viral. Like, I really do want to be seen.
Yeah.
What would you say to her?
Well, I would say that a lot of the times being seen in excess is a threat to our bodies, and it's not like that's the exception for any woman. Like, it's all across the board. You know, we're just programmed to not be seen. So my recommendation would be to understand that your relationship with excess matters tremendously, and the more that you can allow and accept that, you know, you do get to have it all, you know, and see that your relationship to excess includes visibility, and make that a safe relationship, then I feel like you can absolutely be viral as fuck, you know, and be seen in everything and eat micro stages and podcasts and all that for breakfast, and just like, yeah. And the other thing I would leave is understanding that any shade that you get, any criticism that you get, is because you're so bright, you're such a light. Like, there's got to be equal amounts of shade tossed on that. It's just unavoidable. It's inevitable. Like, try not to view it as something that went wrong, but rather just like the acceptance of what is.
Yeah. I love when you say there's two sides of the coin. I think you said when you're going to shine light, you have to realize that you're also going to get shade.
Yep.
I think that's such a great metaphor for that.
Yeah.
Or rule.
Yeah.
I would say that going viral and getting visibility is actually incredibly easy.
Yeah.
incredibly easy.
Yeah.
And we often try to say, oh, it's hard because I don't know the tactics. I just have to get better at the tactics. But as a like expert marketer, it's not hard. Like I can make anyone go viral. But a lot of times, like we'll script things out for people, or we'll be like, okay, this is the things that we need to say. They're like, I can't say that.
Yep.
And so they're afraid to say the thing because they're afraid of the visibility.
Yep.
Well, they're afraid of the lashback, like the dark side of the coin, but that's going to come with the visibility. And so they're typically the ones like stopping themselves from being visible.
Yeah. Yeah. And which is why we do what we do, boo, because we want these women to be on like the biggest stages in the world, even if you start with the tiniest stages in the world. Like we want our audience, we want you ladies to know like it's the sky is the limit. Like as soon the more that you care about your relationship to just your body feeling safe in visibility and in excess, like in having all the things that you want, like the more safe you are in excess, the more that you can have everything that you want and more. And
yeah, because when you want to get your message and your expertise out to the world, you can start small, right? It could be like 1 to 1, and then 1 to 20, and then 1 to 100, and then you work your way up to where you're going viral and being in front of, tens of thousands of millions of people and being on bigger stages and all that kind of stuff. But you have to be ready for that attention, or you'll have what happened to me, where you finally get it and you're like, whoa,
slow the rail.
Hold on. Because I did make money. I could have made way more money from it, and I could have kept it going on, but it just like was so much that like I just wanted to sleep all day.
Of course. I mean, it's not fun, especially when you just haven't yet understood how much power you have and exercised the opposition of a coin.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Owie, owie, ow.